evening, everyone. Some wonderful weather we're having here. What do you guys think? We are in Gander, Canada, and we're going to be heading over to Deer Lake. As you can see, we've got some nice rainy conditions. I've got my rain jacket on, and occasionally we're seeing some sleet. So that makes this whole flight a little more interesting. So let me drag this over real fast and show you something. As you can see, we're in the DA42. Well, what the DA40 does not have is anti-icing. So, taking a look at our layers here at 8,000 feet. Did that spin around on me? Okay, that just updated. 8,000 feet, we've got icing. And 6,000 feet, if I can click on it. 6,000 feet is going to be our safe altitude at the moment, so we won't be able to go much above that. As far as the altitude along the way, I don't really know because I don't really have charts in this area, so it's going to make it even more interesting. However, we do have, you know, the Garmin system to hopefully keep us alive and in one piece. We've got a couple touch and goes along the way. We'll probably naturally keep it low just to enjoy some of the sightseeing, so we're probably going to start out. Actually, I do not know what the altitude of this airport is. Let's take a look real fast. It is 454 feet. Okay, so we're actually pretty low. Oh, well, I should have known that since this right here connects to the ocean, so couldn't have been too much higher than that. At least this leg is pretty low. We got a Mount Peyton at 1509, and everything else seems to be well below 2,000 feet. A couple hills here and there, but not seeing anything on Navigraph at least. Got a couple of mountains over here that could be interesting, so may not be too big of a deal. The weather is showing overcast at 600, but 12 miles of visibility at our departure airport, and we have 4 miles of visibility and overcast at 1,000 feet at Deer Lake there. So we're not going to be very high up in the altitudes today, but should be fun. Hopefully we don't freeze up anywhere. So let me go ahead and hop back into the chat here so we can get this thing started. I don't remember if I remember how to even start the thing, so could be interesting. I've got Dev, Eddie, and Ron, and of course myself. So let me go ahead and unmute myself and get back to it. Hello.
Hello.
So,
hi. Whoa.
Looking, well, Eddie, that was really loud. So the interesting thing is when you go look at the weather now, it has updated. So 6,000 feet is some icing conditions. So it could be interesting, but I don't think we're going to be able to go much higher than 2,000 feet for a lot of this. So we're around 500 feet right now in elevation. And
why can't we go higher than
clouds? Icing?
Oh. Oh.
I was trying to say that if we want to see something other than just gray sky, then we'll have to keep it lower. So we'll start at 1,500, see how it goes. And of course, the first and second officer have found somebody to go bark at. And make sure this profile is correct. It didn't feel super accurate, but it was a little different than last time, but I think it's okay. Oops. Okay. Let's go ahead and get this thing turned on. Oops. Battery. Go ahead and get that light plan in. Alright. Light plan. See if we can remember how to do all this. It's been a little while.
So if you can start the engine.
Yeah, we'll get there. Why is that not scrolling? I can scroll the outer knob, but not the inner knob. What's going on here? Oh, Navigraph. Nice. Go ahead and do that real fast. I forgot I had updated everything, so I'm gonna get my charts going again. Come on. Invalid password. That's not good. Alright, we'll deal with that here in a minute. Why can I not... Am I going crazy here? Normally you could scroll right there and it would enter. Do I hit enter now? Okay. I'm confused. Scrolling the little wheel used to turn...
Okay.
Make it so I could start typing something, but now it's not.
No, you have to click the 3 little dots next to the or not dots, like a little cube next to the text input.
Next to
Type.
the... I wasn't trying to type. I was trying to get this little scrolly wheel. Was it just because I wasn't down here? Maybe. I don't know. Garmin 1000's weird. What is our flight plan? CYQX.
You have vendetta against the Garmin 1000.
Well, I mean, whose idea was it to use a scrolly knob to enter that entire
That is a
alphabet?
very valid point.
Winds are 040 at 11. We've got runways 132131. Let's go runway 3.
I can see absolutely nothing.
Enter. Yeah, I guess it was just because I didn't have it scrolled down. But that was probably just user error. All right, en route. Yeah, that was user error. I'm just dumb. CCP2. Then CCD2. Oh, here I am typing it. Hopefully I didn't break something. And then CYDF. For our destination. Alright, flight plans in. Runway, we'll leave it to none for now. Alright, let's go ahead and get this thing started up. Let's get all of our mixtures and things together. Alright, we are on the left fuel. We've got a decent chunk of fuel, actually. Holy crap. I did not check the weight and balance before we loaded in here, but seems like it's got plenty. 80%. Cool. Alright, cracked throttle. Mixture full. Left tank selected. Fuel pump. 1, 2, 3, 4. Make sure we've got some fuel flow. There it goes. Pump off. Alright, is it... You start and then slowly lean it out?
You start no, so you start it at full cut throttle fuel cut, and then once it's about to catch, you inject it fully up.
But you gotta have the mixture down some.
Yes, you have to have the mixture completely off.
Off, okay.
No fuel going to the engine until it's about to catch, then you inject the fuel.
There we go. Oh, come on, girl. Oh, she's running a little rough there. Whew. There she goes.
I see absolutely nothing. This is insane.
Yeah, I'm gonna blow up an engine just sitting on the ground here. All right, alternator. And let's go for 1,000 RPM, and let's lean for the ground here. A little too much. Bring her back in till it's not running like it's about to die on me. All right, there we go. Yeah, we've got it. Whew, she's shaky. Alright.
This is not FAA approved flying weather.
It is not. It's a good thing we're in a sim. Alrighty, so I do have my Mobi flight working with my mini SU. Runway heading of 3 is 028. And enter that. It makes flying with this system so much nicer. And then we're going to go to 1,500 feet for now. Well, we're going west. I guess we need to try to go to 2,500. So flight director can come on. And we're going to be in heading mode. And we're looking for FLC. Does FLC go into speed mode? Try 80 knots there, see if that works. Okay.
Oh, idiot! That's right, that's you. Crap, my bad.
And exercise flaps, make sure they're all good, considering the weather we're in. Full
Eddie,
flaps.
I didn't see you till you're like in my nose.
Back to
That's how it
takeoff.
happened.
Avionics master, I guess. We were missing that. Fuel heat on. Ooh, it's bouncy. Heading mode. There we go. There's my flight director. Flight level change force. It keeps defaulting to 70. Must be something to that. So we'll leave that on there. And really, I think we're just waiting for the temperature to come up. And we'll be ready. So get the track IR together. Alright. I feel like I sit a little far back. The default view in this thing. I gotta remind myself that this has no tiller or anything like that. And then park brake release. Cylinder
Right.
temperature's coming up. We do have a bit of a taxi here, so. From where we're at, we're going to take Alpha down, it looks like, so just take a right turn. Trim set.
CCD2 is on our waypoint, it looks like.
It is. Charlie, Delta 2.
Yeah, no match is found in my GTN, that's weird.
Did it actually enter into mine? Yeah.
The Delta or Papa?
Papa works, Delta does not.
I put Papa in, I believe.
Yeah, it's
I did
Charlie,
too.
Charlie, Papa
There's
2,
two.
and Delta 2.
Oh, okay.
This wind is making
And
it
you
very
guys-
challenging to taxi.
Kind
We
you
s-
guys have set to.
I think I'm at 18 something now, early 18 something. I guess we're going to be taxiing Ural's way here. You guys do want to do a 180?
No.
It's so strange having such a loose setting on the joystick here compared to, been flying the Airbus so much, which is pretty stiff. To this thing, which you can just push it around and just kind of stays there. Having this force feedback is so cool.
I bet.
Feel a little rusty flying this thing.
It's been a while.
Yeah. Is that snow? Or just sand? That might be snow.
I have about 2 feet of visibility. This is hilarious.
Gonna chop your tail off.
Dev's about to?
I was about to chop his tail off.
Oh.
Whose strobe is on in this fog?
I've just got taxi and position lights on.
Probably me.
I'm gonna turn mine on just to mess with you.
Please don't.
Oh, it's on.
Uh,
Controls are all good. It's so hard to taxi with just toe brakes in this sim. Alright, we can go ahead and take this taxiway right here. Since we've got a decent wind at the moment, I'm going to do a 180 here and do my run up real fast into the wind. For 1800 RPM. Let's go left mag. About 120, 130. I should drop down about 150. And then right mag. Got the same. And then does this thing have carb heat? I don't think it does. It's probably, I guess it's fuel injected, so we don't need to test that. Everything's
my
good
left
here.
mag is bad. Real bad. Drops 50%.
Just check your icing real fast to make sure it's all cleared out. Carb heat.
Thank you.
Everything looks good here, so we're going to scooch on out to the runway and get on out of here. Lights are all on. Mixture and proper full. Trim set. We've got heading mode set for 028. We are clear to the right and clear to the left. Let's go. Quite a bit of right rudder.
Good to know.
And rotate. Got the set altimeter. We'll use the cheat code. Alright, I don't know if 2500 is going to be doable. Let's do a left turn out of here. Where did that have me going? Oh, there. Okay. I see it now. Yeah, I think we're going to be stuck at 1500, guys.
Copy.
Although I have a little bit of a rough engine at the moment. I'm not sure why. My oil temperature is not moving. I'm going to do a downwind for 3 just in case here and see if something can be fixed. Pull the RPM back just a touch. And I'm well above 1500. Good flaps up. And let's go autopilot. Couple of these conditions here while we figure out this engine. Right turn on nav track. It might just be the wind causing it to be rough. RPM bouncing around, but it's bouncing with the airplane, I think. Yeah, this is a little rough.
I regret flying a plane with barely any avionics.
You got 750, don't you?
I do, but the autopilot in this thing is so primitive. I need to go for dinner.
Alright, I've got an airspeed of about 120 to 130. It's bouncing all over the place.
I will be back.
I'll be back. Alright, we're gonna leave our lights on just for visibility purposes. I got somebody off my nose, according to TCAS, and somebody off to my left and off to my right. Speed's dropped a little bit. Let's get a little juice. 25 manifold pressure, 24 on the prop. As best we can. Landing could be interesting. As long as I don't pick up any ice. Somebody 600 feet above me. Oh, actually, I see clear skies above us. How far is our next waypoint? 32 miles. You guys want to try to climb up, see if we can get stuck in some icing?
Yeah, I'm on the limit.
Alright, let's do it. Let's go up to... let's call it 6,500. So 650 or 65, and then let's go FLC. Let's target 120 knots. And let's bring that prop back in, and full power. Let's do 110 knots on the climb, see if that gets us a little bit more vertical speed. Actually cleared up a little better here. I'm seeing some... I see some blue above me, so I'm hopeful for maybe doing some cloud surfing. And if we pick up some ice, we pick up some ice. Trying to climb at 2.6. It keeps bumping into the red on me. Oh, shoot. Forgot to go in the nav mode. And nav.
Deb is lost.
Where's he at?
He's back there. I don't know. Where you at, Deb?
I think he left his plane.
Yeah.
Oh. Had to go get cookies.
It's probably he probably is making cookies.
Brownies.
Oh, come on, pop me out of some clouds. I can see the sun through the clouds. No ice yet. I believe it's modeled on this airframe. With me, with the rules that they're looking for on the Mosaic and Sport Pilot, I should be able to fly a DA40 hopefully by the end of the year.
That'd be awesome.
That would be pretty cool.
Need to take some video.
Oh, there'll be plenty of pictures and videos. I've got a GoPro. Slap that on there. Hey! Cloud surfing. What's outside temperature? Where is that on this airplane? 9 degrees Celsius. Okay, I'm doing okay. What is the rule of thumb for leaning while you climb? Does anybody really know how to do that?
Not offhand.
I feel like I've heard different things. Like a certain altitude, you start leaning it by, and then you lean it a little bit more every 1,000 feet. I'm sure a lot of it has to do with feel and just getting good at it, but this would be a pretty cool view right here. And we're cloud surfing. Look at that. Actually see some clear skies out to our right. Hey, there we go. Where'd Dev end up?
He's with us. His airplane is.
At least his airplane is.
Wow.
This is pretty. I'm glad we took the risk. Alright, let's go fuel pump. Switch to the right tank. And the engine's fine. Fuel pump off. Has anyone ever been to this part of Canada?
Nope.
I haven't either. The expo is going to be the first Northeast I've ever been.
Are you scheduling any tourist days outside of the expo?
Yeah, we've got a couple nights in Cape Cod, and then I've got that hotel right there in Boston on our last night, so we can. I'll be sure to take some pictures.
Nice.
May have to. I may consider picking up a nice lens, so I can, if there's some picture opportunities, it may be worth bringing my camera for. Alright, I'm going to try leaning it out a little bit so we can gain a little extra performance out of this thing. Losing power there. So that's too much. Okay. Gotta remind myself I'm not in a sports car in this thing. Yeah, these clouds are awesome. I've always enjoyed the COWS brand logo. It's got the airflow going over the shape of a cow. The fact that you can fit 4 people in this little airplane is kind of crazy to me.
Airplanes are crazy.
Yes, they are.
That's for sure.
All right, 1,000 feet to go.
What are we aiming for?
6,500, 6,500.
65. I finally
And
got on top.
just about the time we hit that, we'll start heading back downhill. Let's check the weather at our first waypoint here. Newfoundland Airport. Weather. We've got winds at 340, 15, gusting 21. We have runways 24 and 6. So it looks like we're going to be on landing on 24. So we'll do a descent, and then we'll do a left base for 24. We're going to have quite a crosswind there, so be prepared for that. Require 80-degree crosswind, so quite a bit of right rudder. I'm gonna touch cruise and then start descending. Actually, we are 15 miles out. I'm gonna start descending now. Go ahead and pull power back a little bit. And pull the prop back to 2400 just for noise. And let's go vertical speed. And down we go. And we can go ahead and reach the engine back up. Shouldn't be any problems. And we'll go down to 1,500 feet. I've got about a negative 500 feet per minute descent, and it looks like it'll put us right on the airport there.
The sunshine was nice while it lasted.
Well, I've got actually a good chunk of sunshine off my nose here. What time do I have? I've got it set to 1834 Zulu. I'm sorry, local time, 1834.
It looks like my
advisory.
sim's giving me a little more clouds than what you're getting.
Oh, there's a scheduler to switch tanks. That's cool. I wonder how you set that up. I've already swapped tanks to the right tank, so we're okay, but... What'd you say, Eddie? Sorry.
I feel like I think my sim's giving me thicker clouds on this one. I'm looking at your stream and I see that they're pretty thin, but what I'm getting is a little bit thicker. I've been in the suit quite a bit.
Yeah, interesting. You would think, pulling from the same data set, that the weather would be at least very similar.
It's close. It's close, but they're just a little bit more voluminous on mine today.
Voluminous. That's the word of the day. Those voluptuous clouds.
Oh yeah. Very curvy.
Curvy and fluffy. So if you're doing IFR training in an airplane that has the 3D terrain, I mean, I really feel like that's almost cheating. I wonder if they turn that off when you get IFR rated. Assuming you're using something like this for that.
It might depend on the instructor. Individual program one is in.
Yeah.
You might have more attentive instructors, and vice versa.
Yep. The winds aren't nearly as bumpy where we're at the moment, at least. We'll see what it's like on the ground, but we're just going to do a touch and go here and head on to the northwest there. Neon Bodie wants out. Okay, I'm back. What's going on, Air Moose? How are you? Be heading into Botwood, Exploits Valley, Botwood, here momentarily. Exploits, yep. It says Botwood on my Navigraph as well. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what the parenthesis name is supposed to mean. Is it just a town or what? My home province. Oh, look at that.
Ryan says Exploits Valley Botwood.
Yeah, just curious what the Botwood means, and maybe Air Moose can tell us. Since he's from here. It's amazing how many times locals will hop on the stream just because of the airports we use. I've landed here many times doing my PPO. Oh, that's cool. The other night when we were up in the Middle East, there those guys hopping on here from Qatar. Excuse me. Local altimeter is 3018. Got about 3 miles to the airport. I think this is it right here. So we're looking for runway 26 or 24. 24. With the heading 241. And turn our autopilot off. Wrong way. 241. 241, and let's do a right turn. And mixture's in. Leave the prop here for a second. Start slowing up a little bit. And we're on an extended downwind. Go ahead and turn base. RPM drop, just bring the prop in. Lights are all on. Tanks are even, fuel pump on. A little high. Go ahead and drop a set of flaps. And another set just to help us descend here and keep our speed under control, since we are a touch high. Did a poor job getting down. See how well this thing side slips. Prop mix in, booster pumps on, lights are on. Bring in a touch of power, capture that sink. And we do have quite a crosswind here, so be prepared for that. We're on the ground. Just keep that nose wheel up. Full power. Flaps back up to 1. And rough. That was sketchy. I'm at about 70 knots. We'll do a right turn. Fuel pump off. Tanks are even. And we've got 38 miles to the next airport. Let's keep it at 2,500 this time. And flaps up.
5. That's good to go. Still hand flying, just getting that flight director. Let's load up the cruise and catch that nav track. Turns out Dev actually bakes the cookies himself. His airplane just kept going.
It's got that. Probably just passed it as a waypoint, and that is it.
Yeah.
Some serious cookie baking going on right now.
Oh, wow.
Kelly Smith, this looks so real. Yeah, right? I mean, sometimes if you take the right picture, it can fool somebody if they're not aware you're flying in a sim. Alright, there's 2500. We'll go autopilot. And we'll do 2400 RPM. Actually, let's do 22. And pull the manifold pressure back. $26.5 might do. Tanks are still even, so we're good there. And I've got it indicated about 120 to 125. Just it's kind of bouncing around still. Snag some screenshots of these views. Air Moose, I'm assuming your airport looks a lot nicer in real life than what we just saw. Next airport is, was it Springdale? Yep, Springdale. No METAR for that airport, so we're gonna assume that we've got a 3-4-ish heading. Do they have any charts? No charts. Got 2.8, so we'll do 2.8 on that one.
I am back.
How are those cookies?
I just put some in the oven. What did I miss?
Oh, nothing. We were just talking about your
Oh, nice.
cookie making skills.
Oh. Oh no, oh no, oh no!
That doesn't sound good.
Put too much down trim in. Crap.
You in the trees, Dev?
Possibly.
Are you really?
Yes.
Here you go, guys.
Was it worth it, Deb?
Dev is in. Oh, don't worry. I got it on stream for you. I got your
Oh.
stream on my stream.
Yeah, there's the ground.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Nice.
Send help.
Here lies Dev. R.I.P.
Oh,
Buster.
shoot.
Ugh.
You should just let the plane fly itself. You're doing just fine until you came back.
I should have. Okay, it was beeping at me. And I thought it was beeping for down trim, but it was actually beeping for up trim.
That tells you what it needs.
Okay. Alright.
Sounds like you're gonna have to slew
All
yourself.
system self okay yourself.
That's what he gets
Oh,
for
do I
not
have no
sharing his
propeller?
cookies again. Oh, you made it spawn in then if you lost your propeller from the wreck. I forget that simulated in the airplane. Alright, that's a cool view right there. That is a $1 million view if I've ever seen one. The haze off the clouds. Sorry, 2020. You can't beat these clouds.
I made the trees again.
We need to do a float night again. I don't know if we've done a float
Yeah,
night
we
in
did.
24 yet.
No, we have not. I can confidently say that.
I'm pretty sure we got the beaver in 24.
Did we? Yeah, we do have the Beaver 24. I don't think we've done it
We-
yet.
No, we've not used it yet, but we need to have a float night sometime soon.
Let's do it in the Faroe Islands or one of those Norwegian fjord areas or some Alaskan, you know, ports
There you go.
and inlets.
Now we're talking. Get a little mission going for us. Gotta
Uh-huh.
deliver the chocolate for Dev's cookies.
Oh, yeah.
Eddie will carry the dough and I'll get the chocolate.
Yeah. Bring the eggs and the oils.
It's just the nest.
Ron will get the eggs and the oils. We'll leave
Right.
Dev empty because he may not make it.
Oh, come on.
We'll bring marshmallows
That's
too,
fair.
just in case.
So we can land and roast marshmallows over Dev's flaming carcass.
Oh, that's terrible.
Holy
That's not what I,
moly.
that's not what I meant, but
That's what I thought you were going with it. Oh
Nope.
man. Sorry, Dev, I took that a little far.
outside
Wow.
we'll cook the cookies in
Holy
open
moly.
fire.
Why does this taste like burnt hair? Oh, that's just a little left over from Dev.
The Dev's scalp.
It smells like aviation fuel.
Ah, it's just extra flavoring.
Uh,
What's going on,
Excuse me.
Crafton? How are you? Welcome to the channel. First time chat.
Oh, I should probably be like moderating the stream like a normal person. Hold on.
Just chilling. Oh, I'm enjoying myself right now. A little cloud surfing. It's my favorite thing to do in the sim.
Watch me crashing.
Talking about cooking cookies over Dev's flaming airframe. Dev just found some trees.
I'm behind you in formation.
Oh.
Right side.
Ah, look at that. It's coming up. Come on up. We'll get some screenshots.
I have a love-hate relationship with 2024's clouds. Like, the clouds in your picture right now are terrible. But that's
On
just
mine?
what it looks like to me. Yeah, on yours. It might just be the stream overcompensating.
Crafton says, oh, fair enough. I'll bring the marshmallows. That's we were talking about that.
come on!
Oh, man.
Okay, am I that bad at flying?
Well, I mean, do you want the honest answer or the nice answer?
Give me the honest answer.
Yes.
I deserve it. Okay, thank you.
Brandon, you're playing. What can you expect?
The frequency at which you complete a flight without an event happening is pretty low.
Usually just due to pure negligence, though. I mean, I know better, I just don't.
Just
Have
don't
you
do.
actually driven a car yet?
Nope.
Okay.
He was in driver's ed earlier, texting and driver's edding.
Oh my gosh, okay, this is a Zoom call. I have to do 30 hours of classroom class.
That's classroom.
You have to do 30 hours of driver's ed?
Yes, yes.
Man, my driver's ed was hop in the car and go.
Yeah. I think I did 2.
No, 30 hours of classroom time followed by a month and a half, and then 6 hours of driving time, and then like 6 hours of actual driving
Wow.
time.
How many?
Yep, 60.
Whoa.
10 of which I forget. By the way, you can get your pilot's license with only 40 hours of flying time, so there's that.
That's, well, it's a lot easier to get drive time, but still.
Mm.
I mean, I get 15 hours minimum a week, so. Come on, Eddie, get up here.
I'm trying. Pedaling as fast as I can.
See, you have a very special
Start flapping.
scenario with that.
It's very special. What?
Scenario. I don't think. Oh gosh, my system's crashed. I don't think everyone is getting 15 hours of drive time a week.
No, I mean, realistically, if I were to have needed 60 hours of drive time to get my license. That would have been a challenge for the driving I did where I grew up, because most commutes were 5 to 10 minutes long.
Well, you have 9. You have 9 months to do it, so you're fine.
I mean, even then. I mean, if I drove a total of 20 minutes a day, it would take 3 days to get 1 hour.
Yeah, that's kind of sad, actually.
Eddie, do you need me to slow
I'm
down?
not looking forward to this for the record.
How far do we have to the next waypoint? 16 miles. We're pretty low, so it's not that big of a deal. Come to Australia where you need 100 hours? What? Well, okay, to be fair, in Australia, you guys can probably drive 44.
Yeah, that's kind of ridiculous, actually, though.
Ooh, look at that.
I would hate to see the hour requirements on the CPO for Australia.
Do you get extra hours for cookies and marshmallows? Oh, absolutely. If you bring the instructor cookies, they'll totally
Wait, hold
scrub
on.
an extra half hour in there.
Oh, I thought you said 90 hours a day, and I was like, there's only 24 hours in a day.
90 hours day driving, 10 hours night driving. You can go, then you can go get your test. I mean, I always found that interesting. Like, how are they going to go like, oh, you've only got 89 hours? Oh, come on now. I mean, I guess if you were in there just, you know, fat fingering your logbook, how are they going to know that for driving?
They don't. I can tell you
For
that.
a commercial pilot license in Australia, you need about 200 hours.
What?
Commercial...
It's not bad.
There's not really an hour requirement in the U.S., but...
in the U.S.
Well, no, you can get your commercial well before that. You can't hit the airlines until 1,500.
Thank you. ATP.
Well, I don't know. It's not even an ATP requirement. It's just the airlines just
General.
gatekeep it with hours, which is kind of
See, with how desperate,
pointless
with how
anyways.
desperate they are, I'm surprised about that.
Well, they're not really desperate anymore. With the economy doing what it's doing and the airline prices, tickets prices have gotten so high.
Well,
there we
no,
go.
they're desperate trying to find pilots.
Desperate trying to what?
Trying to find pilots.
Well, they're having a hard time finding pilots, but they're definitely not having a hard time hiring them at the moment. Yeah, we got some good
Yep.
pictures. We got who's that coming up beside us there? Is that Ron? Come on up here, Ron.
I think it. I'm trying to catch you.
Oh, you're catching me. You're about to turn us into a marshmallow fire. Ah!
Whoa! I went by you. I'm watching your stream instead of mine.
Oh man.
Okay, no more marshmallows and fires just tonight, please.
All right. What's everybody's favorite type of marshmallow when you're cooking it over the fire? Are you just slightly browned, very brown, inferno, charred black, brown?
Oh my gosh. There we go.
It's golden brown.
I
Golden brown?
don't have enough experience with this. No.
The gooey on the inside.
Yeah. Oh, there goes Ron again. A little more gas, Ron.
All right. How fast are you going?
I'm indicating 125 at the moment. Kind of bouncing
Oh,
though.
okay.
Honestly, not much of a marshmallow man. I mean, I don't really eat marshmallows very often, but if I'm sitting around a fire, it's kind of nice.
Yeah.
I didn't have like any multiple choice in my life. I don't know. I can't remember the last time I did that.
Yeah, me either.
Extra hours for cookies and marshmallows. Oh, I guess we answered that. You get half an hour for bringing one or the other. Crunchy. So when you say crunchy, are you like slowly roasting it for 15 minutes to get it that perfect crunch? Or are you like dipping it in the fire until it comes out flaming? And then let her crisp. Some people are weird and like it that way. I don't understand.
Some people eat chalk.
Well, I mean, there is that. I like it golden brown
Yeah, me too.
with a nice warm gooey center. What about cookies? You guys a crunchy cookie or a gooey cookie?
Gooey cookie.
Definitely fresh out of the oven, cooked perfectly,
Oatmeal.
still hot. Yeah, anything like that.
Yep, I'm same way.
Favorite brand of pre-cook or pop in the oven cookies?
I don't know if I have a brand that I specifically pick.
Nestle. Even though they're evil, I love their cookies.
Not soft, but super crumbly. Middle point. Yeah. Now, have you had those really thin cookies that are crunchy? Almost like a brittle. I do like those. What about Oreos? You guys a stuffing, extra double stuffed, or thin stuffed, or original?
I also can't remember last time I had an Oreo.
I do like Oreo. Either way, original or double.
Yep, I'm an original or double. The thin
But it's
ones
gotta be
what's
dipped
the
in milk.
just don't. Oh, it has to have milk. Hobnob,
It's just
Best
not right.
Biscuit, or Anzac Biscuit. Alright, I don't know
Never
anything
had
about
it.
biscuits.
5 miles out.
Nor Australian biscuits.
Yep, we're gonna go ahead and descend below these clouds here so we can get a visual on this runway. So I'm gonna pull some power back.
Speaking of cooking, I
Calm down.
overcooked my cookies.
We'll pull a lot more power back.
They're never too crispy. Send help.
Alright, what runway were we looking at? Was it 24 again? 28. There's 1500. Let's bring that prop back in. To make a challenge to see the airport here, we may have to rely a little bit on the GPS.
None of us are equipped, I don't think, unless Eddie's hiding color from us.
Am I a pilot in real life? Not yet. I'm, this summer is the plan to start taking lessons.
I'm getting there slowly. Very slowly.
I think that's the airport right there.
It's ludicrously expensive.
Yeah. I'm kind of saving up some money right now and gonna lose a few more pounds just for my personal goal.
I will be actually doing a lot over the summer, though, so I'm excited about that.
This airport's gonna
And then
sneak up
next
on
year's
us.
Next year, next year's when I'm really
Oh, there it is. Alright, doing my downwind. It's off at the left there. Go ahead and start descending.
What airport is this?
Springdale.
Is it the second one?
Yes.
Okay.
Going for my first flight next week. I'm super excited. Oh, tell us how it goes. Definitely come back and
Yeah,
tell us how it
seriously.
goes. Is it a discovery flight or actual
Uh,
lesson? Or both?
Usually most flights will require a discovery flight. I'm gonna send you a link.
Let's go.
Then
Port
if you want to
flaps.
come join us, that's how it is.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
I'm doing my base turn. Try a flight to see how I like it. You can actually turn that into a full flight lesson if you want to. Yeah, full flaps.
That's a short runway.
Yeah, I'm turning final right now. Alright, mix and proper in. Let's get that trim. Probably have a right to left crosswind again, guys, so be prepared for that right rudder. A little bit better of an approach on this one than the last one. Ooh, easy girl.
This is an interesting runway.
Alright, let's go approach flaps. Full power. And we're back up. Yeah, that was pretty good. Considering the winds. Heading mode, FLC. Let's target 80 knots. And back to 2,500. Thank you, sir. And flaps up. And let's go ahead. Oh, I forgot the booster pump. Let's go ahead and swap to the left tank. And booster pump come off. Advisory. Scheduler, switch tanks. Done. And let's go back into nav mode. Alright, I've got somebody off my right, 500 feet below me. There they are. Ron is... He's speedy quick.
And going 142.
Ron's a twin.
Yeah,
Ron's got a little advantage on us.
slow down a little. But I'm climbing too, so.
It's going up to 3,500, get above some of these clouds. Not quite a legal altitude, but we're in a sim. This thing hand flies so nicely, even in this weather. Ooh, the weather just shifted. I felt like we were at the in the clouds at 2,500. So hopefully, once this big cloud in front of us goes away, at 3,500 we'll have a bit more visual.
You guys like to play Tetris at all?
I do.
I used to.
I love Tetris.com. I get addicted to it. Current high score is like 100,000 something. I think I was 99,950 here. I remember, if I recall correctly.
Alright, let's go autopilot. I think I've actually used it. Tetris. Is it Tetris.com? Is that what you said?
Yep, Tetris.com.
We're going to look for 22 on RPM.
I recently got addicted to it, which is why I asked.
$26.5 should be good on the manifold pressure. It's firewall down. I haven't played it in a while, but I do enjoy it. Alright, I got a big old cloud right in front of me here, and hopefully some clear skies beyond that. These clouds look so good today, though. Alright, we are heading to our final destination. Deer Lake. Weather there is IFR conditions. 4 miles of visibility. Winds are 030 at 12. Overcast at 700 feet, so we got a pretty low ceiling. And temperature is 1 degree Celsius. So technically, I should be picking up ice right now. I haven't seen any yet. This cloud might change my life, though. About 20 minutes. Buff engine, bring back some mixture, and rich of peak. Just have to watch those cylinder head temperatures there. Quite some weather. Yeah, the departure was pretty nasty looking, and we decided to climb up above the clouds, and we were greeted with some nice weather up there, some nice visuals. And then it's been kind of hit and miss ever since. And Crafton, thank you for the follow, by the way. I just noticed that. I don't have any notifications on my screen here, so I have to kind of occasionally look. I appreciate the follow.
We need to fix that.
Yeah, I need to just get that set up. It'd be nice if it pop up in OBS, and maybe there is a plugin for it, but I just don't have it installed yet.
Stream overlay might be beneficial as well.
Yeah. How long have you been simming for? So off and on, I've been simming for pretty much my entire life. So, when my, like Flight Sim 2. So it's been a while.
Way before me.
Way before Dad was even alive. But I really got heavy into it at about 4 or 5 years ago, pretty much when 2020 came out. So I guess 5 years ago, I got really heavy into it again. And we got the YouTube channel of Nocturnal Simulations as well. I don't have too much time to make videos anymore, but we do stream at least twice a week. Well, I don't want to say at least. We try to stream twice a week. And Thursdays we'll do GA if we can, and then commercials on Sundays. So it's a mixture, and we'll do just about anything. We've even incorporated helicopters at some point recently. That's fun. There we go. That's what I was looking for right there. Traumatizing for the Cookie Monster over here.
Okay.
Yeah, feel free to check out that Discord.
Alright, go ahead.
Oh, I was just saying, feel free to check out the Discord there. Good community.
He just joined a little bit ago.
Oh, okay. What were you saying, Eddie?
I was going to say on the helicopter thing, I can't believe we all got landed on that rooftop.
Oh, yeah.
Either.
Rooftop where we landed?
It was a hospital.
Especially at my scale.
Yeah. I can't believe we pulled that off.
Yeah,
I mean, that I did it.
Yeah, that was Hasbro Hospital in Providence, Rhode Island. I saw the stream, but I didn't fly.
Yeah,
I learned more about flying helicopters during that one than ever before.
Not a clue how to fly a helicopter. I just stick the GA in airliners. Well, we can teach you. Come on over to the dark side, because helicopters and that Robinson are a blast.
I still don't know what I'm doing. I've used autopilot that entire time.
Yeah,
Flew an Airbus helicopter.
the Robinson 6 is it a R60? Robinson 60 is quite a fun helicopter to fly. Was it Cowan Sim?
Yep, yeah, Winston. He makes great helicopters for both X-Plane and MSFS if you're interested.
So I used to fly helicopters a lot in ARMA, that military sim. So that's where I kind of taught myself to fly helicopters, and then I got DCS with the Huey. That really taught me how to fly a helicopter. We should do that one night, just for the fun of it.
I'm totally making you get back into DCS.
Hopefully work calms down here in end of June and I can actually have a little bit of life back. I have to take you up on that. It's it seems complicated, especially the first time you get in one. You're like, what is going on? Everything just doesn't work. And then after you get if you get it in your mind that the thrust vector is straight up in a helicopter, and if you tip forward, you tip that thrust vector forward, it makes you go forward. Tip back, it makes you go back. And then, of course, it's quite a balancing act between the collective and your attitude, just to keep your elevation the same and everything. But it's quite fun. What kind of controllers do you need? I got a joystick. Joystick is ideal. Rudder pedals.
Force feedback even better.
If you have force feedback, it's amazing how much of a difference that makes. It's not a cheap entry into that world, though, but definitely need some sort of rudder control. Rudder pedals would be ideal. And then you can use a regular old throttle for the collective.
That's what I do.
But I've got the Moza, is the AB9 force feedback stick, and the Honeycomb Bravo throttle quadrant, as well as the TPR rudder pedals. Yeah, like right now I've got a profile set up for this thing, so it gives a little bit of feedback to the actual airplane and what it's doing versus just being spring loaded. So like if I'm sitting on the ground, the the weight of the elevator will cause the stick to move forward and just kind of sit there, and on the ground I can just take my hand off of it and it stays where it's at. But as we get in the air, you can feel the pressure of the wind. It's pretty neat. I think flying helicopters would be difficult. Yeah, like I said, it's very confusing the first few times, and then if you take the time, and like I said, we can kind of walk you through how to do it. It actually becomes quite fun. A friend of mine is a lieutenant colonel in the Army and said hovering was the hardest thing to master. Yeah, if you can hover, you can fly a helicopter, no problem. Flying at speed is easy. It's the hovering and taxi hovering that's the challenge. But if you can get that down, it's not too bad. Flying in formation is so much fun with helicopters too.
I can barely fly in formation on this fixed wing plane. Don't bring helicopters into this.
Guess we're not going to be blessed with clear skies, huh? We are getting to do some cloud surfing now.
I'm on top at 5,000. Probably 4,000 would get you on
Okay.
top. I'm clear by about 1,000.
Yeah, I'm at 3,500, and we're about to start descending anyways, so... I like my traffic at a distance. Yeah, with Arma, it was fun flying the helicopters because I was part of this MILSIM group, and we'd do these operations, for lack of a better term, and there would be like 60 to 80 people. And flying transport in a Huey or a Black Hawk or something like that. You know, flying a helicopter by itself is challenging, but you're flying in formation into these LZs and dropping these guys off. And the format we would play is like if you died, you were done. So you actually had the stress of keeping everybody alive built into it, which made it even more exciting. You know, we do a mission every hour-ish. So, I mean, if you took off, got shot down, and crashed in the first 15 minutes, then people were just kind of spectating the rest of the time. But there's also like the King of the Hill and game types like that, where it was just constantly flying in and out of these hot zones,
Wow,
basically.
This really does sound like DCS. I did not know how much crossover there was here.
Yeah, Arma's I mean, you can do anything. You can play infantry, you can drive around in a tank, Humvee, motorcycle, hop off on an ATV, jump into a helicopter, jump into an Apache. I mean, it's It's a pretty
I
neat
need to get back
experience.
into this.
And some of the
fair, I
firefights are just hilarious. You get into, you know, it's just utter chaos sometimes. Then you also get the really boring missions where nothing really happens. So it's kind of a mixture. Ooh, look at that cloud
Eddie,
formation.
you're gonna have to. I don't know if you know how to do it, but if you do, you're gonna have to teach me how to aerial fuel in the F-18. I cannot get that boom, or not the boom. I cannot get the drag chute in for the life of me.
Coast Guard helicopter pilots are some of the best out there. Absolutely. I couldn't imagine being one of those guys, especially up in like Alaska with the fishing boats.
Hovering on a moving ship, that's insane.
I guess I'm going to drop down to 1500. 1500 FLC, and let's pull some power back. Mixture in. Let's drop through these clouds here. Yeah, it is a nice view, isn't it? I wish it wasn't so blown out on the stream, because I can actually see the details of the clouds where it's real like blown out for you guys. Excuse me. I'll just watch our speed there, make sure we stay out of the yellow. Tanks, let's go ahead and go to... Oh, we're already in left. Left is... got more fuel than the right, so we'll stay there. And see what this view is down here. We're over some water here. We're about to be, at least. Let's do a double check on the weather at our destination 030 at 12. Oh, that was not the right chart. I had a KBOS ILS. We're going to be landing on runway 7 this time, since the winds have shifted so much. So we'll do a right downwind for 7.
No, I think you should actually go land at K-Boss right now. It's a good idea.
Do what now?
You should go land at K-Boss right now. I mean, you're not that far away from it. What, a couple hundred miles?
No. Probably 1,500.
Wait, really? But you're in Canada.
Yeah, we're in Newfoundland.
No, disregard.
Which is technically Canada, but do you ever fly airliners? Yep. Yeah, we fly airliners all the time. Specifically,
Frankly, we do airliners more.
Yeah, this will be a full stop landing. Specifically, we fly airliners on Sundays, but throughout the week we'll get together and do random flights, and those are typically airliners. So if you head over to the YouTube channel, you can actually watch a lot of the previous streams and check those ops out. All right, 2,000 feet for 1,500. There's not really a terrain problem ahead of us, so we should be good.
Wow.
It's a pretty cool view.
So we gotta think about where we want to fly on Sunday, because remember, we have to take off K-Boss.
Yeah, if we're gonna continue from where we stopped last on Sundays, then yes, we're gonna do KBOS. Does the sim have
What's the plan? What are you gonna do?
I don't know. Don't know yet. We're gonna depart from KBOS since that's where we landed at last. But I think what we're just gonna do is basically pick up where we left.
Okay.
There's
Forget
15.
Sunday's Mother's Day.
Oh yeah, that's a
Oh
good point.
crap, I forgot about that.
My activities on Sunday should be in the morning though, so I should be free that evening.
Same here.
I got 12, 13 miles to go. Does the sim have F-18 carrier ops? I think there is
yes,
a...
But it requires a separate add-on, but yes, it
Yeah,
does.
you have to get a carrier add-on.
I think there's one default carrier, but then you have to get Militex and this extended carrier pack, which is 100% worth it.
Nope, that was weird. Ron, I could see him just fine, and all of a sudden just disappeared just to his lights.
I will warn you, I don't find MSFS's carriers operations very realistic. Just my frank opinion. I don't like them as much.
I've actually never done them. I don't do
I
a
did
whole
it
lot
once,
of...
and like, I did it once, I was like, you know what, if I'm gonna fly fast jets, that's gonna be a DCS. Microsoft does not do a very good job at this.
I heard the aircraft carrier, was it Eisenhower, lost another FA-18
Oh, yeah.
over the big
Yeah, I heard that.
bad landing.
Was it a bad landing? Is that what happened?
Yeah, plane fell off the edge.
Isn't this the second one in the past year or something?
In the past month, I think.
Yeah. Is the pilot okay?
Yeah, they
Yes,
both
yes.
they both ejected.
Okay, good.
Actually, that's been the primary carrier in a war zone
Mm,
for
I think they've lost.
6 months.
I think they've lost 4 since they've been in there.
Yeah.
One was
Oh, wow.
one was shot down by their own fire.
Whoops.
It's not surprising at all that they would have some mishaps in that
Mhm.
kind of
Yeah.
pace.
Yeah, I mean, Warzone is a completely different world.
Mm.
Yeah, but you have IFF systems for a reason, so that kind of surprises me, but I don't know how things work in actuality, so
It's a little different in the real world.
I know.
Fog
Can't-
of war.
Yep.
Mm.
Can't imagine a night carrier landing. That would be wild.
It's
Have you
so
seen-
much fun, especially when
you
you do
seen
ICLS
the-
systems. Oh, it's awesome.
Have you seen the, I saw a video the other day where, it was basically an automatic landing and zero visibility at night. And I was like, holy crap. Basically, you're watching this dude just kind of hanging on for the joyride, and suddenly he's on the carrier. You know, it's like, holy crap.
So, carriers and most naval aircraft are equipped with a system called ICLS, which is a Carrier Instrument Landing System. But they also have something called ACLS, Automatic Carrier Landing System. It's basically a Cat 3 auto land for jets on a moving carrier. It's pretty insane. And the amount of precision you have to hit on those wires is pretty neat as well.
The fact that those systems, I mean, you gotta think a computer can update pretty darn quick, but the fact that it can do it is
Yeah.
still impressive.
Yeah, it is.
Out of curiosity, there's an ILS on 2.5, but just an RNAV on 7. Let's see if we can shoot a ILS, but the winds aren't right for it. Still, it should be able to get on the ground visually, but it would have been nice to have had that.
I really wish you flew the 152 tonight with no Garmin system.
I mean, it wouldn't have been too bad. Been able to see the ground pretty much the entire time if we wanted to. Man, I do miss my 152 from 2020. We had a lot of fun in that thing.
I believe there's a port of that now.
Alright.
It doesn't hold a fancy walkway.
We are about 2.5 miles out.
What?
Yep. I'm gonna go autopilot off and do the left turn for a downwind for 07 for a right downwind. I'm gonna pull some power and slow it up a little bit here. Alright, got a visual. Mixtures in. Pull that prop in. Pull some power back. Woo. And tanks are about even. Let's go booster pump. Lights are all on. And we'll start descending. You guys want to have a little fun?
Always.
Go to the end of the
See a
runway.
br-
Right turn for
see
the
a bridge?
base. Well, I don't see a bridge right now. End of the runway,
Oh.
right turn for the base. Drop it in. Gonna get those flaps out.
While blindfolded.
What's that?
While being blindfolded.
While being blindfolded. Alright, there's the end of the runway. Get a little slip going here.
Snowing.
What's that?
Looks like it's snowing.
It is only 1 degree Celsius, so.
Yep.
Alright, welcome to Deer Lake. Flaps up.
That looks great. Really does.
Actually, a nice airport. That was pretty nice. I enjoyed that. Got the fire trucks out here for Dev.
Mhm.
That wind is making it hard to taxi with just this cast string nose wheel.
It is pretty nice.
Mm.
Ooh, there's an announcement of an overhaul of the air traffic control system.
Quick break. Put up the fire from roasting marshmallow. Yeah. Alright, everything's kind of cooling off
on.
here. Alright. Let's pull the mixture. There she goes. Fuel pump come off. Good heat. Alternator. Avionic master. And lights. Everything's off. Fuel off. Mags off and battery off. Alright. You guys want to park over here? We'll go stand in front of our airplanes and get the Deer Lake CYDF control tower behind us. Take some photos.
Okay, I'm here.
Yeah, Ron's right next to me. Go ahead and shift C your way out of the airplane there. Thanks, Kelly. Glad you enjoyed it. Here's Mr. Ronald. Sidestepping his way over here. The model animations need a little work for this.
Keeps switching planes. Your plane keeps changing, or something materializes right in front of it.
There's Eddie. Let's stand right here. There we go.
What is it? Control C to get out?
A shift.
Shift C.
Yeah, I should turn off my lights now. Oh, now I gotta move again.
Is there sprint, jump, and crouch, and then stow weapon?
Stow weapon. Stow your pitchforks with the marshmallows. You're in a fighter suit.
I know.
Alright, everybody kind of turn to the... yeah, there you go. Let me fix my dude real fast. There we go. Dev, where you at?
Deb doesn't exist in the sim anymore.
Ah.
He's eating cookies.
He's
Oh, come on!
pulling another batch out of the oven.
Am I just a scapegoat now?
Ron, turn to the right a little bit and scoot to the left. There we go. Perfect.
I think I'm right on top of it. Oh,
There
there we go.
we go. Alright, thanks guys. That was a fun flight.
Yeah, it was.
Pretty good.
I like how we can take our group photos like this now.
Mhm.
This is cool. It's funny.
A lot of traffic in the background.
In the background.
Behind us on the
Group
road.
hug. Right, Nez? Everybody coming for a group hug.
That's perfect.
We all have the same like face and facial features and hat and sunglasses.
No, no one bothers to change any of that stuff, which is funny.
Yeah. Alright, I'll be right back. Hey guys, I appreciate everybody joining tonight. If you were just now joining, we will be back on Sunday for another group flight. It'll be Mother's Day, so might be a light crowd that night, but I should be on in that evening time frame, so probably be doing a commercial flight out of Boston. Hello, Eddie. And I'm not sure what we're going to be flying yet. Either the 350 or A320, one of the two. But yeah, that was a good flight. I appreciate everybody joining tonight. And until next time, happy flying.